Hey, this is James,
This is Mike.
and we are about to watch The Street Fighter, the movie. But it is not Street Fighter the movie, no, not the one based on the video game. It is the 1974 classic with Sony Chiba, which happens to be public domain. So we're going to watch it. I have not seen this in a long time. I've only seen it once, many, many years ago.
I've never seen this movie.
Never seen it. So we're not going to give you all kinds of facts about it. So if you want a video where we talk more about facts and more of a history lesson, watch our White Zombie commentary or our Dracula commentary. This one we are just going to watch and just see what happens.
Is this like Toho at all? Do you know? Because what is that triangle logo?
I'm not gonna butcher the name, but
Okay.
I believe it's spelled Toei.
Okay.
Which they also made the Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh, that company. Okay.
And they also teamed up with Saban for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And
or
they
the
did like
Ninja
Power
Turtles,
Rangers and all
Next
that.
Mutation. Yeah, Power Rangers, Saban.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds like ripping paper.
Like that right there. I wonder what that they used.
That sounds like an animal or something they put in a slow-mo. This whole fight has been slow motion so far.
Yeah, it makes me like I don't feel very impressed by Sony Chiba's kung fu there or karate, whatever it is, because it's all in slow mo. Like we could have done that right now. Like it's not very impressive when it's that slow.
I guess because he was so fast that they had to slow it down just so you could see it.
I guess that's what they're trying to get across. I don't know. And does that mean you can kill somebody if you kind of like put your knuckle out a little bit? You can like.
I suppose you could. I don't know. I mean, they know all kinds of crazy bullshit.
Filmed in Action Scope. Did you see that?
Action Scope.
What the fuck is Action Scope?
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Action Scope.
He should be sent along to a hospital immediately. What?
Wait, they were just about to hang him, but now they're going to send him to a hospital?
What must I do? Has there ever been a similar case?
They're going to send him to a hospital, and then they're going to send him back just to get him hanged.
They have to revive him so that they can hang him.
Quite clearly.
Is completing her studies here in Japan. Mr. Hammett's death occurred late last night. It is not known whether or not Miss Hammett has been informed.
Did you see the way he turned off that TV? That was a fucking awesome kung fu move. Oh my god! Oh shit! Is he a bad guy in this?
Don't keep their promises.
I thought he was like the hero.
I thought so too, but...
Oh my god, he's
Oh.
punching a woman? What the fuck? I thought he was gonna be the hero.
Maybe he's just a real badass hero.
I guess. What kind of hero goes around punching women in the face?
So, that's what you call karate, eh?
And, poking his fingers in people's eyes. The Three Stooges do that a lot, but I always thought that was a very brutal move. Even when the Three Stooges did it, I always thought it was unnecessary. You don't poke somebody in the eye. I mean, fuck.
This guy's getting his ass kicked. I'd go for that axe on the wall right now.
There's an axe on the wall.
We had a deal. I don't like promises that aren't kept.
Oh! Oh.
What a dumbass.
That was a dumb idea. Look at this. Well, he's dead.
Holy shit.
That was some red blood.
He just jumped right through the fucking window.
He kicked through the window.
He was way off too. He wasn't even close to Sony Chiba. He was just just did a jump kick through the fucking window.
I'm really interested in the idea of doing a flying kick. Imagine jumping in the air, putting your foot out, and then just flying horizontally.
And combine that with going out of a window on a 10-story building.
I would like to see a jump kick all the way around the world. I've always thought of that, just to have a movie where, the beginning of the movie is two guys fighting, somebody does a flying kick and he misses, and then he keeps flying, and then the rest of the movie is just him going all the way around the world, and like different things are happening around the world, and it's just this guy like
two people are like in France, like drinking tea, and then this guy just goes like by, like flying.
Yeah, and all these things happen, and like there's people walking the streets holding glass sheets,
and he goes through the glass sheets.
He's breaking through walls and stuff, and then at the very, very end, he comes all the way back around to the original guy he was fighting, and then he hits him. And when he kicks him, then it hits him so hard that he starts going all the way around the world.
And that's the second movie. That's the sequel.
That would be the sequel.
Why are there two phones on that desk?
I always notice that in movies, there's always like more than one phone on a desk, and like they're talking on like different phones at the same time.
Is that before they had like call waiting?
I guess I don't know. I never thought about that, the multiple phone thing. Like you see, like Jackie Chan did it in Police Story. I think like Daffy Duck's done it before. I feel like. He basically moonwalked through that door.
How did he know it was going to be a door like that? Like, what if it was just a regular door with a doorknob?
What if the door had a staircase behind it?
It would have been like a Kramer thing. He would have like backed into it and been like, door. He's fucking crazy. I would just run out of there right now. Why he was like in the middle of like hocking a loogie or whatever the fuck he was just doing? Why didn't they like punch him then?
Well, it doesn't matter when they attack him. Oh. He was in the middle of working out when all this happened.
Yeah, isn't he tired?
That's probably the worst time to attack him. I think when he's working out, he's like all, he's all pumped up and ready to go. Why does he make those noises?
He's fucking insane. I think he's on drugs.
There you go. He just like hocked the loogie.
Maybe that's why he does it. I think the whole time he's like hocking up a loogie so he can spit on his opponents.
Why was blood always so red in the 70s?
Do you think that's too red? Way too red?
Yeah. Like in the 70s, people just bled really red.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way it went.
This is all time wasted. Terry's Farugi is our enemy. On this we all
And then
agree.
about in the 80s, people's blood started to like, darken a
They
little
must
bit.
send up one or two top operators.
Maybe they thought it was too realistic. It would gross people out too much if the blood looked too good. I don't know.
I heard some documentary somewhere, Tom Savini said that in Dawn of the Dead, he wasn't really happy with the color of the blood in it. It was just, at that time, they didn't really have it down to a science yet, because it was still kind of like a new thing, having movies where you got blood spurting all over, so I guess then they just hadn't perfected it yet.
Well, can't you just look at blood and then like make it the same color? Like, I don't get the whole thing of perfecting blood.
Yeah,
it's like
the
make
way
it the fucking color of blood. And
yeah,
that's it.
Well, it's the way it photographs. Like it doesn't look the same in the movie.
That makes sense. So what if you just use real blood in a movie? Like, would it look real or would it not look real because of the way you like it gets shot? If it's real blood, shouldn't it fucking look real? Or would it not look like real blood because it's not fake blood, like is correct on camera?
So if you bled, if somebody really bled in one of these movies, would it photograph the same way it would? Would it look like real blood?
Yeah, would it look realistic or not?
Now I'm really thinking. I imagine it would, actually.
Because what you're saying, like if I had some blood, like a little bit of blood right here, and I would just mix something that looked exactly the same color, and then I would just make more of that, and I would put it on screen. So what would be the difference between doing that and real blood?
To take a blood sample.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know. It's a good point. Because if you look at their faces,
it doesn't make sense to me. Like I just don't see why it would be so hard to make fucking blood. Just make it the color of blood. Get some real blood. Make it the same fucking pigment, and that's it.
This would be 3D today. See the fist going into the frame? Street Fighter 3D.
Please put on your 3D glasses.
You know, it'd be funny, a movie where you only have to put on your 3D glasses just for really quick parts, like if there's a fist.
Yeah.
But they only tell you when it's too late. It's like put in your 3D glasses, and there's no time to do it.
They put it on like as soon as it happens, like not before. Not like, okay, it's coming up in 10 seconds.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as soon as it happens, like it comes up, and by the time it's over, you have your glasses on, and then the part's over already.
Put in your 3D glasses.
Somebody should do that just to be an asshole.
Yeah. Filmed in asshole vision. Filmed in asshole scope.
Wow.
I like how you need about 10 shots every time somebody's
That was
in
sort
the
of
air.
like Inframan, the way he like
It
shot
was.
across the screen.
Like they really covered that aerial flip he did.
There's like 20 shots of it. Wow. They scored that a lot better than the wood was scored in Coven.
Yeah, Coven, man. I'm sorry I tried to put your head through this, man.
Tell me, could he be your father?
I always thought that was weird when you see 3 of somebody,
Yeah.
because like you could see 2. Like, you know, if you
Yeah.
fuck with your eyeball, like not that you'd want it, but if you did, if you like, you know, kind of like, or if you went cross-eyed or something, you know,
Yeah.
like just go cross-eyed,
You
you'd
get, like,
see like
double
2.
vision or
You
whatever.
get double vision. You can't get triple vision. Wouldn't you need 3 eyes for
Well,
that?
that just goes
Like,
to show you that he's really fucked up.
Yeah.
An eternal fate.
Who do you think would have won in a fight, him
I remember
versus
and hope that
Mr. Miyagi?
Sony
The
Shield
character,
versus,
like the movie character.
Yeah. The guy in this movie versus Mr. Miyagi.
Do you intend to hire me or not?
I would think Mr. Miyagi because you only see Mr. Miyagi get hit like once, I think,
Yeah,
and this guy, he gets hit more
yeah. So just based on that,
based on the ratio of like, yeah,
hit count.
yeah, hit count.
And I have faith in you.
While Pat Morita was still alive, they should have made more like Miyagi versus like movies.
Miyagi
like,
versus
imagine if they
movies.
would have did Miyagi versus Jackie Chan. Tell me this: who would not have went to the theater to see that? Everybody would have seen that in the theater.
Just Miyagi.
I would have been there. I would have been there
versus
the day one as soon as it opened.
movies. It would be awesome.
Miyagi versus Godzilla.
I was just gonna say that.
How would that work? You know what would be
I
funny?
could see it working.
Of course, like the first thing you think of is Miyagi would have to somehow grow big.
No, it
But
would be the same
I think,
size.
yeah, I think it would be way better if he was just the same size. He'd be like climbing on his back or something. He'd be kicking his tail.
It would work exactly how you think it would work. It'd be Miyagi, like, you know, fighting like usual, but he's fighting just.
He's fighting like the toe. or
Yeah,
something.
and like he'll like kick him and like Godzilla will like fall down
Into a building.
Yeah. And then they get up and then he'll like breathe fire.
How would Miyagi deflect an atomic blast from Godzilla?
He wouldn't really.
He
Always,
would just like jump out of the way.
He would get hit, but he would either jump out of the way or he'd get hit by it. Like, but it just wouldn't kill him. That's all. Like he'd just get hit by the flame. And it'd just be like boom. He'd like fall down and then but then he'd get back up.
You know how he would dodge the atomic blast? He'd use the crane technique. He'd be like, and the blast would miss him or whatever.
And then Godzilla would take the chopsticks and be catching the planes. The planes would be flying at him.
It'd be funny if somebody still made it and got like another actor, but just put like Pat Morita's face on like the actor digitally.
Pat Morita exploitation films. Morita exploitation. Pat exploitation.
Because it can be done a lot better now than like Game of Death, where like they had to like put his face on like the cardboard or whatever. They could do a good job with it. You could really bring any actor back to life now. What if it was like Godzilla versus like Humphrey Bogart?
That's a good example because you know there was a Tales from the Crypt episode that had Humphrey Bogart.
Oh really?
And it was like, you know, they obviously took like they took images from old Humphrey Bogart films and they put them on like other actors, I guess.
Oh, the bird from White Zombie should come in right now.
Oh,
my
there you
God!
go.
Now that's an awesome shot. That reminds me of. That's probably where they got the thing from Ricky O.
The X-ray shot, yeah. I don't know. This is the first time I've seen it done. It was done rather poorly, but it was done though.
Yeah. I think Ricky O fucking stole from this.
Yeah, the X-ray shot. Why would you ever need to see an X-ray of somebody getting punched? Ah, it's the eyeballs again.
Oh, that's the worst way to get hit.
Imagine a really violent Three Stooges. Like, imagine one where it's like they're hitting each other, but they're like actually doing damage, and it's really, really violent. How about Street Fighter the game? Have you even thought of the game at all during this?
What if they made Street Fighter like the video game versus, you know how there's like Tournament
Whoa.
Fighter? Street Fighter Tournament Fighter.
No, Street Fighter the movie, the game, but Street Fighter this movie, the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow, and then...
And Sony Chiba, you'd be playing at Sony Chiba.
Yeah, and then you make a movie of that.
And then, but wouldn't that be this movie? Oh my god!
Ooh! Oh my god! They show him pulling it out.
Oh, that is awful.
This movie was the same year as Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
And
There's
it's
probably
more violent.
Yeah, there's more violence in this.
Yeah, I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you don't really see much.
Oh my goodness.
Have you
Is that
ever-
his,
He
like,
ripped
balls?
his balls off. You gotta say, this movie has balls.
Wow.
Have you...
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen somebody have their balls ripped off. The
Yeah.
only other thing close to that I've seen is there's this movie called Violent Shit, and it's like a horror movie, and it's really bad, but like somebody gets a hook in their balls, and like the hook like rips their balls open. But this is the only thing that comes close to that. Like you usually don't see things with like people's balls coming off very much. So that's like the only other movie I've seen like that.
So it sure started a lot of new things. I mean, you see somebody get their balls ripped out. You see like an X-ray, like a skull.
You know what too? That's like not a joke either. That's like, this is like serious. This scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're kind of like laughing at it because the guy's balls just got ripped off. But like that scene, like she was getting raped and everything.
Yeah.
It was like a serious scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
This whole movie is a very has a serious tone too. The only thing that throws it off is Sony Chiba's just like
his spitting around and doing all that shit. Preparing his, like, you know, he's hocking a loogie. He's getting the saliva built up in his throat because he knows during his fight at some point he's gonna spit in somebody's face. So he's making it the worst he can get it in his throat.
He spits into somebody's face.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. What else could he be doing? Not only just spit in their faces, like, okay, we're fighting, and then I spit in your face. Not like that. Like, we're fighting, and then in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and then I spit in your fucking face. That's fucking. That's like really gross.
Oh man.
Punch Buggy Red.
What was with that? I remember that, the punch buggy thing.
I don't know. Like, it's like people who are bored, like when you're driving. Like, if you see one of those, like, Volkswagen Bugs or whatever, go down, like, the street, and you see one, you're just supposed to, like, punch somebody and be like, you know, punch Buggy White, or whatever.
No punchbacks.
Yeah, no punchbacks. No punchbacks.
Wow, that was a fad.
That was really dumb.
Like that.
I wonder how many people remember that.
I don't know. We'll
you know what?
find
You know what's weird? I just, like, totally took for, like, granted that you even knew what the fuck I was talking about right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm lucky you knew, because you might not have known.
Well, I haven't thought about that in like, since... When
Like
was
the
that?
80s, probably.
Was it the 80s? Like
Probably.
that old?
I don't think I've done that since the 80s.
Oh.
Damn. That's a real dude, too.
Fuck you. We're busy fighting. Asshole. He broke the sword. I always love it when swords break.
With his own hand. He broke steel in half with his hand.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think he just cracked a blood egg over his head.
A blood egg?
Yeah. Yeah, no, an egg that was like almost ready to hatch.
Oh! I still can't believe he ripped somebody's nuts off.
Yeah, it's not. It's. Oh, God. I did not mean that. Is that lightning?
Yeah, was that supposed to be lightning, or was it like fucking Godzilla's atomic blast?
Godzilla's out there while this is all... No, Godzilla's out there in the ocean fighting the sea monster while all this is happening.
Yeah, I think that this movie was made around the same time, wasn't it? What movie was this was from '74, right? What Godzilla movie was made in '74?
Okay, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, I think.
Okay, maybe it's
Yeah.
maybe it's Mechagodzilla and Godzilla fighting on an
Okay,
island
yeah.
near this like ship.
You know, I mean, this is what I did when I made movies all the time. I would just fill everybody's mouth with Kool-Aid. Like, hey, just take a sip of Kool-Aid, hold it in your mouth, and then when I punch you, you're going to go
Spit it out,
and spit out. And we did it all the time. It didn't matter where you got hit. You got hit here, you spit it out.
Blood out
So
of your mouth.
I
Doesn't
feel
make
like that's
sense.
the same thing they were doing here.
Yeah.
Just everybody just had blood in their mouth, and then when something happens, they just spit it out. Oh, look at this.
Wow. He is the fucking
Look at that.
He is the fucking master of the melodramatic fucking
Kung Fu Death Punch. Well, there is Return of the Street Fighter, which I haven't seen yet.
Well, how does he? I'm assuming he's gonna die here. How does he get?
Oh.
I wonder how he gets resurrected if he dies. Oh, I don't think he's done yet.
He's gonna rip his throat out.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh, let's see what he's got in his hand.
Is
Come on.
Oh, it's meatloaf.
Wait a minute, what the hell is that?
Oh, I think it's like the guy's esophagus.
Uh,
Part of it. I don't know.
Okay, he just pulled some red goop out of his neck. Let's just put it that way.
I will rip out your esophagus.
They just went completely overboard with this. I don't even think they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's the end.
This is the end.
What? For now.
For now.
Is
Is
it
he
gonna be a
fall?
question mark?
I'm waiting for him to fall.
Wow.
Oh my
Or
God, they
Return
knew
of
it.
Street Fighter. Huh. That's a weird ending.
It's a very weird ending because he looks like he's about to die. He was stabbed in the fucking chest.